Hi, everybody. We are live. Thank you for joining us. We are going to talk about wine for cause today in celebration of Breast Cancer Month. We actually have a special guest. Her name is Katie Allen. She's from One Hope Wine. She's going to join us in a little bit. But if we could start out with some introductions, ladies, let's start with Glynis.
Why do we always have to start with
I don't know.
me?
I look from left to right, and you're always to the left. So I'll go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Glynis. Hi. Let's start over. Glynis Hill, how are you? Vino Noir, and I'm excited about whining for a cause this evening. As a wine lover, this is something very close to my heart because I know several friends who have either succumbed to this or who have actually are breast cancer survivors. So talking about wines and wines that donate their proceeds, some of their proceeds to either to breast cancer research or to breast cancer awareness is exciting, and I am very happy to talk about this with these three ladies and our special guest this evening. My blog is Vino Noir, and I'm looking forward to this evening. Thank you,
Leslie,
Sarita.
you're welcome. Leslie?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leslie Freelo, and I am with Vino 301 Wine Concierge. I'm excited to be here, and I think this is an extremely good cause that you can have wine and still support research for breast cancer. So I'm excited to do it. It was a search on finding wines and organizations in the wine industry. But then once I found one, then so many more opened up. So I
Mhm.
can't wait to hear what everyone else located.
Tanisha?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tanisha. I'm Tanisha of Girl Meets Glass, and I'm on the Hangout to listen and contribute as I can, and I like to drink wine.
And Tanisha hails from Paris, everybody. So she gets
I
up
try not
really
to say that
early
all
to
the
join
time.
us. And hi, everybody. I'm Sarita, and my blog is Vine Me Up. I do pretty much everything DC wine, DC food wine, a semi-healthy kind of thing. So, okay, so guys, I was reading this blog earlier when I was doing a little research on like wines and charity. And this guy, he wrote this piece that was really nice. And he was pretty much saying there's a strong bond between wine and charities because wine and a charity can be so personal to some people. It's like
Mhm.
if you think about your favorite bottle of wine and how you relate to it and what you think of when you're drinking it, it's very personal. And you think about how some vineyards are passed down to different legacies and even
Mhm.
and you meet a lot of older people who retire and start working at wineries, their favorite winery or even their favorite wine shop. So wine can be very personal, and everyone knows how personal charities can be, especially those of us who have experienced a disease that doesn't have a cure yet, or you have a loved one that's struggling with a different condition that doesn't have a cure yet. I mean, these things are very, very personal to us. So anyway,
Mhm.
I thought that was a really good point. And so, I mean, if you put those two personal things together, people must spend a lot of money on the wine. So,
Mhm.
I thought that was a good, relatable thing that he pointed out on his blog. But shall we start talking about what we're sipping tonight? Anybody want to go first? All at once.
Oh, well, I'm not sipping. In my defense, I'm not sipping anything, so
Mhm.
so I'll leave that to the people who are actually drinking something. And like there are probably charitable wines here or wines that donate to charity, but me trying to ask them what the
Mm,
cause is and what's happening,
hmm
it's a bit of a challenge. Or I'll ask them in perfect French and be proud of myself, and then when they answer, I'm like, okay, wait, I didn't get that. What? Excuse me, what did you say?
hmm
So, yeah. So tonight I'm drinking water. Excuse me, this morning I'm drinking water. So
Gotcha.
there's that. Yes.
Well, I'll go.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
Thanks, Leslie.
you're welcome, no problem, anytime. So I started doing my research. Well, first I did a shout out on Facebook asking people in the wine industry, do you know
hmm
organization da 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 da, and I got crickets. So then I Googled and I found this article from 2012 where it mentioned Total Wine, which is, the big box super wine store. And at one time, Total Wine used to have select wines that if you bought a case of their wine, they would donate $4 from each case to breast
Oh
cancer.
wow.
So then that's when I was in search of. I was like, oh well, this is great because, as you guys know, I'm all things local, and this is great that a local store would. Well, it's a national chain, but they still within the community are supporting this. So I went there and I asked a couple of the clerks, and they said, nope, we're not familiar with this. So at one time they did it in 2012, but also in that same article, they mentioned J. Lore Winery, which
Mm,
is
yeah.
located in
Mm-hmm.
California,
hmm
and J. Lore, um, the owner and his wife, the wife had breast cancer, and unfortunately, she succumbed to the symptoms associated with breast cancer and died. And so I think this was back in 2006. So ever since 2006, they donate a portion of their proceeds for their Cabernet Sauvignon and their Sauvignon Blanc.
Hmm.
So I was able to find it at Total Wine. And I was even going to get the Sauvignon Blanc, but they didn't have that. But they did have the Cab, which, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it really is a beautiful Cabernet. Um, I like it. I like Cabs. It's really fruit forward, so you get all of those currants off of the nose. You get the berries, the deep berries, and the finish is dry. It's a dry finish, but it's not mouth cleansing dry.
Mm.
So it's nice and subtle, and I really enjoy it. And I think their donation is a little higher, maybe $4 or $5 for every bottle that is sold. And it's not just for Breast Cancer Month, so they continue the proceeds year
Mm.
round. So I was excited about that. And then, as I had mentioned earlier, like once I found that, then I was back on Facebook and I saw that Catoctin Breeze, which is a local Maryland winery,
hmm
Oh,
and they're really underrated. This year they did take gold in the Governor's Cup, but their wines are consistently balanced, and they are donating proceeds from the sale of their rosé
Hmm.
to Frederick Hospital has a breast cancer unit. And so from their rosé, they are doing that locally, which I was extremely excited to see that it's not just a national effort, but
hmm
it's also close to home and local too. So anyone who is listening, support Catoctin Breeze because they are doing outstanding work.
Oh, that's always good to know.
You know, that just reminded. That just reminded me. Oh, can somebody put some headphones on? Does everybody hear the echo?
I do not hear it.
Okay, now it's gone. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
it is. Yeah. Okay.
When I flew Delta earlier this month, they had a deal going on where if you bought a rosé wine or a pink, one of their pink lemonades on the plane, they
Mhm.
donated proceeds
Oh,
to breast cancer research and everything. I thought that was really cool.
what type of rosés did they have?
Oh, girl, I don't buy plain alcohol, so I don't know. It didn't even dawn on me to even look.
That's funny.
Because I don't. Is it wrong? I sneak in shorties. I just sneak in.
Oh,
It's,
don't tell that online.
Hey, wait.
well, they didn't catch me. You can bring it in the
You can do
airport.
all. Yeah, you can take it to the airport in
You
a
can,
Ziploc bag. It's
but
no
they
problem.
don't. Well, they caught me in
But you're
Southwest
not supposed
last
to
month.
open it and drink it on the plane.
Yeah, you're not
It's illegal.
supposed to, but you know.
You're not supposed
But,
to do a lot of
well,
stuff,
yeah.
but
But anyway,
ain't nobody
so
paying
yeah.
you $10 for a drink on the
Yeah.
plane. Mm-mm.
How about
Just
it?
bring me some
I'm not
cranberry juice and
arguing
let
that
me.
point.
Don't
I'm
worry
just
about what's
saying don't
happening
tell
in
them
seat
that you're
4B.
doing
Mm-hmm. Right. Sorry, I broke the law. Um.
it.
So who
Is
wants
that
to
a
go
law or
next?
is that just like a best practice?
Well,
Is
when
that
they
a
called
law?
me in Southwest,
No,
they
it's a
told me it was
FAA
against the
law.
law. Yeah, they did. They told me.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
against
is.
the law. It's a FAA
Yeah.
law.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I
So we're
also
gonna
All
skip
right.
speed,
that.
so whatever. I break laws. It's fine.
We're
Whatever.
gonna
I
cut
drive too
that
fast.
out. So they don't
Well, I
follow
just
you
met
from
these
now
ladies.
on the plane.
I
So
can imagine they had white
you're
Zinfandel on the plane. That's all I could think of.
right.
So, but
Were you
anyway,
going long distance?
I was coming from the West Coast. Just
Okay.
last month it was Oregon. This month it was Seattle. But
Hmm.
Okay,
you
you got to
know,
travel.
All
Girl,
right.
it don't
mm,
matter. You could be flying from Philadelphia to New York. If you want to take your shorty on the plane,
mm-hmm.
pour yourself a little something, make the flight easier. Do
Oh,
what you got to do.
okay.
And ask Tanisha for bail money if they catch you.
No, they'll just tell you to be
It's
like,
your
ma'am,
wife
if you
talking
cannot.
about it.
They'll be like, ma'am, can you, we'd prefer if you. They have for sale a carry-on cocktail kit. So I'm not the only one who thinks like this. It is a manufactured product,
No, this is true.
that comes packaged and it says carry-on cocktail kit. So,
Where? Where's the airport?
you could look it up. No, you could look it up online. They don't have it
Hmm.
for sale at the airport. I'm saying like there's a company that makes a carry-on cocktail kit, and they do I think
Really?
a old fashioned and gin and tonic. Yeah, I'm like I don't know
Oh,
what you need to put
Ah,
in the gin and tonic one, but okay. But and then there is an article. I think maybe it's on Eater or something like that. But it talks about the things that you can get in the airport to go with, like if you have your own
ah.
little bottle, then it says like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, get a couple lemons from here, and then get 3 packs of sugar from Starbucks, and then put your drink together and shake it, or ask for a little straw and stir it up, and
See, there you
nice.
go.
See,
voila,
Europe is so thorough. Man, I
voila.
like that.
So there you go. That's my
Yum.
tip for the night.
That's a
Just do it
good
on
tip.
the low. Just, I mean, everybody can, chew
Right.
and then pour a little something in there. Just do it on the low.
So cool. Is it my turn now?
Yes, it's your
Oh.
turn, Glynis.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I again am in love with this. I was so excited when Sarita suggested it. So this is the cool cat. It's shaped like a cat. He
Oh,
has a
wow.
little support the cause collar. It's a Mosel Riesling from Mosel Vineyards in Germany. I'm not even going to sit here and try to pronounce the region. I mean the name. Folks might Ruwire. I don't know. See, that's horrible. Anyway,
Oh, Moses Saru. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, I know what
I
you're
knew
talking
you would
about.
get that. See, yeah, that's why you need you around. Then when I do the French stuff later on, when we do that, then yeah, you got to help my
I'll
sister
come
out.
back in.
Thank you, appreciate it. But the pink cap bottle is it's just one of those bottles that is a conversation piece to start.
Yeah. Was
Walking
that a
in,
screw top? Was it a screw top or was it a cork?
no, it was court. It's court.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
court. It's court. it's brought to the U.S. through Halby Marketing, and they have, like I was saying earlier, all different colors
Mhm.
of these cat bottles. But this particular, they came up with the pink cat bottle because one of the gentlemen from Halby Marketing, the father, when I was talking to Brett on the phone, said that his father had prostate cancer, and another. Oh, Katie's about to join us.
Ah,
Another
Katie's here. Hi, ladies. Hi, Katie.
family friend.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Katie. How are you?
Good, good. How are you, ladies?
We're
Good.
doing just
Good.
fine. We're really happy to have you.
I'm
Sarita, do you want me to stop and do mine over so to let Katie?
Sure, sure, sure. Hi, Katie. I'm Sarita. Guys, if we could just do our introductions really quickly again so Katie knows who everybody is.
Is it my go again? Oh, hi,
Sure.
Katie. Yeah. Hi, Katie. I'm Glynis Hill. My blog is Vino Noir. It's a web-based blog. I do in-home wine tastings, blog, wine educational.
Excuse me.
You okay? Wine educational, wine tasting. So that's what I do. I love all things wine. As you can see, I'm a wine lover supporting breast cancer and the wine lover community that was started by Luis Alberto. So
nice to meet you, Glynis.
pleasure to meet you as well.
Leslie?
Hi, Katie. I'm Leslie, and I'm with Vino 301 Wine Concierge, and we are all things Maryland wine. We offer wine tours to the Maryland wine regions here, and our focus is on local, keeping it local and the local footprint. So it's very nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too, Leslie.
Tanisha?
All right. Hi, Katie. I'm Tanisha, Girl Meets Glass, and I do wine tours, private wine tastings, and my blog is Girl Meets Glass. Also, teach wine courses, and I am currently based in Paris, France.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Katie, I'm Sarita, and my blog is Vine Me Up. I pretty much do all things city wine, all the semi-healthy food and wine pairings and things that you can find within and around DC.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for inviting us to join you ladies this evening.
Sure, sure. So the floor is yours now. Tell us all about One Hope.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I apologize. You guys are my inaugural Google Hangout. I've never done one before.
You're doing very
Oh,
well. You're
yeah.
doing very well.
Right?
We wouldn't have
The
known.
the
We wouldn't have
airplane.
known unless you told us.
I enjoyed the airplane conversation and like, oh my gosh, I can see everybody. Can they see me? And I'm like, I don't think they can. So I needed to figure out how to hop on. So I'm glad we figured it out.
Sure.
So, and just a tip too, if you're flying, if you can fly Virgin, One Hope is being served on Virgin. They've got our Chardonnay and our Cabernet.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Nice.
Transatlantic or
Let me
virgin
write that down.
domestic?
Right.
Katie.
Virgin, I think it is both actually, Atlantic and domestic.
Oh, excellent.
So they've got the little shorties that you guys were talking about. So.
You heard that? My bad. Sorry.
Always get some great tips from everybody.
You said they were carrying your Chardonnay and what else? I'm sorry.
Our Cabernet.
And the cab?
Yeah.
Good enough, honey.
Hi. So I'll go ahead and introduce myself and tell you ladies a little bit about One Hope and the wine that I'm drinking tonight. So I am with One Hope Wine, and we were founded in 2007 by 8 young entrepreneurs that at the time they worked for Gallo Wines. And literally our CEO was stocking Gallo wines, you know, on the grocery store shelves, and he's, you know, you fight for shelf space no matter where you are, no matter what product you're selling. And it really started to resonate with him that products that were associated with the cause got great shelf space, especially anything that was pink in the month of October. And so fighting to get their product, you know, into the store shelves, especially during those, you know, high points of the year like October for breast cancer awareness, April, autism. You know, the wheels kind of started turning, and I love when he tells the story because he really kind of had the idea of how do I create the adult version of Girl Scout cookies. And so he and some other coworkers from Gallo kind of started turning the wheels on how could we come up with a wine and start a business really that gave back. And at the time, one of his very best friends was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it was, something that was really kind of urgent to him of, we've got to figure this out now. We can't just daydream about it, and maybe someday we'll do this. Like, let's figure out how we can do it now. So with that, 8 people came together, sourced some grapes up in the Napa Valley, had about 50 cases of wine and a storage locker down here in Orange County, California, and literally started selling it out of the trunk of their cars, going to restaurants, trying to find people to support and believe and try the product. We donate half of our profits of every bottle that we sell, 365 days a year, to an associated cause.
Wow.
So because of what we do, at a trade show, we actually met the Mondavi family, and they were very passionate about our mission and what we were doing, and they said, we love what you're doing. We would love to collaborate with you so that the wine can be good too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the first year or so wasn't like consistent quality or anything like that. So we brought in Rob Mondavi Jr. His father is Michael, who's the son of the Robert Mondavi, and so Rob oversees our winemaking at One Hope. And so, as I mentioned, with every single one of our varietals, we give back to a cause. So, for instance, I will show you our. Can you guys see that? There we go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So on each one of our varietals, on the front, there's a pattern with the dots that tells a story about the cause that we're supporting. So this is our Chardonnay, and there's 8 dots on the front, and one of the dots is pink. And that is because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really powerful statistic. I was actually at an event this weekend supporting One Hope Wine, and one of the things that they said is actually 1 in 3 women will have some sort of cancer diagnosis in their lifetime, which is just staggering, and it's 1 in 8 will find themselves with a breast cancer diagnosis. So we partner with the Gateway for Cancer Research, and so every 2 cases of our Chardonnay that we sell, we help fund a clinical trial for a woman who is battling breast cancer. And I'm a huge Chardonnay lover. Our Chardonnay is very different than most traditional Chardonnays, and honestly, when I joined the company, I was not a fan. It took me a little bit of getting used to because I like very buttery, oaky Chardonnays. Our Chard is aged half in stainless steel as well as American oak. So it's that stainless steel that gives a really crisp, almost a Sauvignon Blanc kind of finish to it.
Oh, wow.
And it's got notes of banana in there and vanilla and a little bit of toasted coconut. So it's a little bit different than a lot of the Chards that I normally like. And it's interesting because when we do wine tasting events, people that go, oh, no, I don't like Chardonnay. No, move on to the reds. I don't want to try it. I always encourage people to try it, because we've been able to convert a lot of non-white wine drinkers, a lot of non-Chard drinkers over because the profile is very, very different. So as I mentioned, with each one of our varietals, we partner with a different cause. So we support planting trees in our forests to save our planet. We have a varietal that we fund ABA therapy for children with autism. We have a wine that funds life-saving medication to prevent the spread of global disease. We support fresh drinking water. We feed hungry children. So with each one of our varietals, it really kind of tells a story. And what we find is people kind of try us for the first time because they're associated maybe or they're passionate about that cause. So someone may have a child maybe that is autistic, and so they buy our Cabernet because they want to support that cause. But the great thing is they come back to us because our quality is amazing with Rob Mondavi as our winemaker. It's just a really beautiful marriage of really well-priced wines that are affordable and very approachable, like tasting wines, and then again, that element of that 50% of our profits are donated back to those causes through each one of the purchases 365 days a year. So we have a hashtag that we use with our Chardonnay that's hashtag pink365. So we think pink 365 days a year. Which is really fun, that people can really think about it and get involved in supporting causes all throughout the year. And so my role with One Hope is I actually head up our direct sales division. So One Hope, you'll find us some of our varietals in Whole Foods, a few other regional grocery stores. You'll see us in places like Virgin Airline, where we have a new partnership with them. Hotels and restaurants, you can buy by the bottle or enjoy by the glass. And I lead our direct sales division. So think in-home Tupperware party. I lead that division for onehope. So we actually have all across the country that do in-home wine tasting events.
Oh, wow.
And I know, was it Tanisha? Are you located in DC?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay,
Everybody
Serena.
else.
So we've got several reps actually in your area that I want to connect with you so that they can start following you and maybe do something together.
Sure, absolutely.
But what's really great about the in-home wine tasting events is our hosts get to also choose a cause that they want to support. So let's say your school needs to raise funds for the football team or fall carnival or something like that, and they're looking to do a fundraiser. Or a lot of schools will do like a big annual dinner, dance, live auction. So they can buy onehope wine through one of our independent representatives. Our independent representative is helping earn a living for themselves and their family. And then also we're able to give back to that school. So one of our benefits is, if you're a host just doing a private wine tasting, or if you're a bigger school or something like that, when you buy wine from one of our independent consultants, we'll make a 15% donation back to the nonprofit that you want us to donate to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
so that's a little bit about onehope, how we got started, what we do in our mission, and the Via onehope side that I run. And I definitely want to connect with you ladies and get some of our reps to start following you and following your blogs and start interacting with you, because I think what you're doing is awesome, and you're a very fun group of ladies. So I'm enjoying hanging out with you.
You have no idea.
Thank you. Why, thank you.
Hey, Katie, do you have any other hashtags? I know you said the hashtag Pink365 is a shard. What about the cab?
So for our cab, we don't have a hashtag specific for that, but we do have a hashtag why not, N-O-T.
Is it regularly spelled W-I-N-E or?
Yep, W-I-N-E-N-O-T, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I live by that. Wine not. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotta use that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And actually, I just saw our marketing department. I've got to figure out a way to show you ladies this. Maybe I'll see if I can print it from my computer and then go grab it and show you. Our designers came up with a really cute little image to share on social media today that says, "Watch me sip, watch me Chardonnay."
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I can get behind that.
Wow.
I love
That's
it.
too
How
cute.
cute.
That's very
I like that. You got to stay current. You got to stay with it.
That's
I
right.
love it.
That's right. I loved it. So that's it for me. Do you mind if I hang out with you ladies a little bit longer? I'll see if I can print that and I'll show you, because I think you guys like it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
All
Serious.
right. Did anybody have any questions? But we can go back to Glynis if we don't.
Oh, I did have one question. I know
Okay.
on your website that you guys have this beautiful, massive tasting room project for 2016.
Yes.
Do you have people coming to you now, or do you mostly just go out to other people and have distribution in the stores until your tasting room is open?
Yeah, great question. That's a big one. So we just purchased our vineyard last fall. So we've got 10 acres in Napa, and we're right across the street from Cake Bread on
Okay.
29 in Rutherford.
Mm-hmm.
So on the property right now is a 3-bedroom home that's being torn down in the next week or two. And so when we bought the property, it had the permits already for the winery and the tasting room.
Okay.
So we had to get rid of the house and start construction. So right now we don't have any place in Napa for people to physically come visit. But we're building, in addition to the winery and the tasting room, also an 8 executive suite home that's, I think it's a 16,000 square foot home. So that it's kind of like a bed and breakfast type of a thing, so that you can come out and actually stay on the property as well. So that is in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
You said 8 executive suites, so so sleeping 16, or what do you know what the capacity will be?
I don't know yet. I know one of the things that we talked about doing was having like a bunkhouse kind of a thing because
Right,
8 rooms is not a lot, and especially if
right.
you have a family or a couple families or people that really want to take advantage of utilizing the whole property. So I don't know if that made it on the architect's final design or not.
Hmm.
So stay tuned because I don't know specifically as of yet, but you can definitely kind of watch us and watch our progress and come visit us.
Is there a ETA? No, that's me. Time for wrong. Travel too much. Sorry, forgive me. I love y'all. Is there a scheduled date? Are you talking 2017 for opening or late 2016?
So we're probably looking at 2017. We're building
2017. Okay.
we're building the home first, the estate first, and then we're going to build the winery. Because Napa is such a unique and special place that they do not give out permits for new wineries because they don't want it to become overrun and get out of control. They really are very protective of the land up there. So because the property already had the permits in place for the winery, like check, we've got all of our permits, everybody's signed off, they can't take that away from us. We wanted to get the permits and the approval done on the home first and start construction on that before they change their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the process or the timeline for construction for us. So the home will be done first. The great thing is that, there are vines there already. So actually, since we purchased the property last fall, we purchased it right before crush. So we were able to harvest grapes. We've got Sauvignon Blanc grapes on our land, and then also Cab grapes. So we've got our first two estate varietals that are being released later this month, if not the beginning of November. So that's really exciting. Even though we don't have a physical location quite yet for people to come visit, we're going to be able to start producing our estate varietals with Rob Mondavi still overseeing wine production.
Oh, that's excellent.
Excellent.
That's really nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So back to Glynis.
Okay, hi. Again, very quickly, Katie, I found this darling little cat, which contains Mosel Riesling from 2012 from Germany. Tanisha, can you tell her the other piece because I can't pronounce it?
From Mosel Saarruer.
Yes, that's where it is. And this, like I was saying earlier, the owner of Halby Marketing, which imports this particular wine and brand, the father had prostate cancer. And another family member actually had breast cancer. So they have cats in all colors, and it's not a play on words. They literally have cats in all colors that house their Riesling, black, red, brown, orange. So they decided to do a pink cat in support of breast cancer, in support of cancer, and mostly they showcase it in October around breast cancer awareness. $6 per each case goes to the Susan G. Komen Foundation for breast cancer to highlight breast cancer awareness and research. From what I found out from one of the senior marketing people today, they are actually looking for another philanthropic organization to send their proceeds to because of the high overhead with the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which is, I think, outstanding because the money needs to go to the people who actually need it and not the administrative costs. Again, this particular, I bought this, no lie, this is hilarious. My neighbor across the street, she loves cats. and she had just been misdiagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and was going through all these issues, and they could not find out what was wrong with her. And because she likes cats, I was like, oh, literally, her knocker on her door is a cat. I said, let me bring her a bottle. I said, let me bring her a bottle, and I'm going to get a bottle too. So I've had it since 2012. I just was going to keep it. Then Sarita said, let's do a wine for a cause. And I said, oh, I might need to drink this. So like most Rieslings, it's not meant to sit in the bottle that long. So it's not as crisp as it would have been in 2012. It's getting very candied at this point, but it still has more of an exotic fruit flavor at this time. It is a 10% ABV, so it's carrying 10% alcohol by volume. It is actually, it tastes pretty good. It's a Qualitstein designation. Did I pronounce that right, Tanisha?
You missed a couple syllables, but it's German, so we get it. It's fine.
No, pronounce it. No, pronounce it so I can get it right. Pronounce it. And it's off dry. It's not bone dry at all. So it has some residual sugar, and it's actually it's pretty good. So that's the Mosel Riesling Pink Cat. When doing my research, Blind out of Napa or Sonoma, it's actually Sonoma, excuse me, they donate proceeds from their Cashmere, and I thought I still had a bottle. I think I drank it, but they donate to Living Beyond Breast Cancer, which I thought was a very excellent organization to do, because once you've been diagnosed and you are now a survivor, and you go and you need support at that point as well. So Living Beyond Breast Cancer is a great organization. So all you folks out there who want an organization to actually look into, the acronym is LBBC, and Klein Cashmere donates to that charity. And last but not least, which I did not know until I was doing this research, and I'm not a white Zinfandel fan, but Sutter Home has been donating to breast cancer for over 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And they donate quite a lot of money. I was just totally surprised. I said, who knew? Called the Sutter Home for Hope Initiative, and the program runs through. So they do a different charity every year, and they just donate thousands of dollars from their white Zen. So I thought that was a very interesting. So that's another winery and brand that is definitely supporting breast cancer.
Oh, good for them. Go Sutter Home.
Exactly. I thought so too. And my T-shirt is the wine lover community, which was started by Luis Alberto, and he does shirts in different philanthropy type, or what do you call it, issues, in support of different issues. And this one is support of breast cancer, wine bloggers love for wine and supporting cancer research, and proceeds from the shirts are going to different charities for breast cancer awareness and research. So thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
I guess it's my turn next. So I have two. Glynis already covered one of mine, as usual. So I'm drinking the Klein Cashmere, which she just told you all about. But
right.
But I can tell you
what Glynis said.
Pretty much. But I can tell you what's in the blend. So it's 53% Mourvedre, 25% Syrah, and 22% Grenache. And I'm drinking the 2013. It's very, very good. It's about $20 from the wine shop. And I actually looked for One Hope, but you guys are pretty much sold out. I went to two wine shops, and they knew it They knew the wine, but they were just sold out of it. So, but yeah, it's very good. It's a big wine. It locks in at
Right.
14.5 alcohol.
Hmm.
So it's
It's
big, but it's
probably over.
not hot. It's weird. It's big, but it's not hot. You know,
Mm.
you don't get all that alcohol on the nose or on the palate. Really easy to drink, nice plum and cherry, a little bit of cedar and chocolate in there too. So based on the website, it's supposed to be paired with grilled salmon, duck, or pork roast. Um,
Mhm.
I'm drinking it solo tonight. I didn't pair it with anything, but it's very, very good. I was pleasantly surprised. Let's see, my other one is called Emily from Lodi.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
so this is a Chardonnay, and on the back of it, it has, I guess they're describing this woman, Emily, who meant a great deal to the winemakers. And she was diagnosed with cancer at 25 and died
Mm.
at 33.
Hmm.
So, yeah, and she was an adopted daughter. So they wanted to find a way to, let her legacy live on. And a portion of the profits from this wine supports supplies for elementary and middle schools. So on the
Oh.
website, it says if you're a teacher and you're in need of school supplies, you contact the winery and they will work something out with you so some of the proceeds can go to the school that you work at. So I thought that was pretty cool. I did not open
That's
this one.
good.
I'm sure it's good, but it's a very pretty label, and it was about $15 from Total Wine. This one.
Okay.
So those are my wines, but I'm really enjoying the
Nice.
Cashmere. Cashmere is pretty darn good. Pretty
You could
good.
get that cashmere
Mhm.
to read it, and believe it or not, this never really usually happens in Montgomery County wine and liquor stores for
Mhm.
$16.16.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I'm surprised.
because
Wow.
I never
I don't
go
think they
looking
know.
for a
I
discount.
don't think they know they have.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Don't tell them.
Shoot, that's
Right.
like talking about the shorties. Okay.
Oh, hey, Sarita, they make the Sutter Home and the Shorty.
Oh, girl, bye. Stop it. Well, they have that at Total Wine. They got a little four pack. Yeah, they do. They have it. I can't even do it. No, no way.
Wow. Well, I'm about to say
um.
it's like $13.99.
Oh
Surprisingly.
my goodness.
Yeah.
So, I have one announcement to make. I know our focus has been on specifically breast cancer in the month of
Mhm.
October, but
Mhm.
November 7th is Wine Tourism Day.
Mhm.
And in the past, they've just, celebrated different vendors in wine tourism. So, but this is the second annual time where they're asking the tour operators to donate to a cause that
Hmm.
day. So have a special event, and then from that event, they will make a donation
Oh
Mm.
to
wow.
that cause.
And also, November 7th is my birthday, so I can be your cause that you donate to if you are so inclined. I just thought I'd
Thank you. Thanks for putting it out
throw that
there.
out there,
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
in case you were wondering, like, what can I donate to? The Tanisha birthday cause. It's
Oh
fine.
my
I accept it.
gosh.
it
You guys
yeah.
are
So,
crazy. You
there
guys are
you go.
crazy. Mm, mm, mm.
So One Hope Wines, I have another question. So you said they are in Whole Foods, your
Yes.
wines, Katie? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then hotels, is it any particular chain or just
No, not necessarily. We don't have any like national accounts, but so it's regional Hiltons or Marriotts or things like that. So what I can do is I can circle back with Sarita, and I can, if you let me know where you guys are located, I can
Mhm.
try to steer you to some of our local accounts, maybe where it's a little easier for you to find us.
okay? Well,
Okay.
I'm in the Maryland area,
Yeah,
right
me,
outside of D.
Leslie, and Glynis, we're all in the DC area. Tanisha is in Paris.
Okay. Well, Tanisha, I would love to come visit you.
Come through. Yes, I want visitors. Yes, and we can go have some wine together in regular bottles, not shorties, because And it's probably about the same price. I was actually sitting here when you all was saying the price for your wine. I'm like, I haven't paid that for a bottle in months.
Are you
You're like, oh, it's
serious?
$20. I'm like, I would pass out if somebody said this wine was $20. I'm like, nope, that's on the top shelf. I'm looking down. Like, what, €5? I'll take it.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Right.
I
Right.
I don't know what to do with that.
yeah. 20 is like restaurant prices. So I'm
Ha!
definitely when I come back to the States, I'll definitely have to get used to that or just not
And
drink
you know
anything.
what our restaurant prices are.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Mm.
Yeah, my brother sent me a wine list the other day and was like, pick a wine out for me on this list. I'm going out for my anniversary. Tell me what to get. And I was like, $16 a glass. Don't buy nothing. Just drink it. Oh my gosh.
Yes. We have some that are like $25 a glass now. It
Mm.
is unreal.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It is
Oh
unreal,
my
Marco.
goodness.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
literally cheaper to buy the bottle
Yeah.
than
Sometimes it
buy
is.
glass.
Yeah. Especially now since you can take the bottle home in DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
case in
You.
Maryland,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Maryland too.
Yeah.
You can do that too. And
Okay.
after 2 glasses, you pretty much pay for the bottle anyhow. So just
Yeah,
Pretty
buy.
kind of have.
much. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much.
Exactly. So,
Yeah. You
Katie,
just
where are
look
you
weird with a
from?
bottle on your table. Go ahead. Sorry, Glynis, go
Oh, I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, I was just asking Katie, is she from California originally?
So I originally grew up in the Midwest. I'm from Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so my family is all still back there, and I live in Temecula, California, which is
Oh, yeah.
actually wine country in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting. We have about 80 wineries in a very small community. So the city that I live in, it's probably, I don't know, 300,000 people maybe. So
Mm.
and we're located kind of between San Diego and Los Angeles, but we're inland. So it's a great growing environment for grapes, and it's become a pretty popular family community, and then also a great day trip for people from San Diego or Orange County or Los Angeles to come out and visit us. But it's interesting. It's a totally I haven't been out in the DC area to wine taste, but it's definitely on my
Mhm.
agenda for next year.
Sure. Yeah. Just let us know anytime you come.
Right?
Awesome. That sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah, here, so what is it like there? Because in Temecula, you walk into a tasting room, no appointment. I mean, and it's wall-to-wall people, and it can get pretty crazy with the bachelorette parties and, the
Mhm.
willows and all that kind of stuff. Versus Napa is very refined. It's very calm. You need an appointment. It's, not like a
Mhm.
Disneyland of wine, which Temecula is kind of a little bit of a Disneyland of wine tasting experience.
Leslie, I'll let you answer
Leslie?
that one.
I was getting ready to say Leslie.
You can walk in. You can just walk in. If you have a large party, like 8 or more, you should call. But most of the wine tasting rooms in Maryland are pretty small because they're family-owned tasting rooms.
hmm
And usually the winemaker's there pouring the wine too, so you can pick his or her brain about,
Nice.
what they were thinking with the wine. Um, there are more vineyards in Virginia, and so there's some really large commercial vineyards where it's probably best to call ahead, but again, that you can just walk in.
Yeah.
And Saturdays are the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. The worst. Yeah. I would suggest going on a Sunday, or if they're open during the week,
Good.
try to go during the
Mhm.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of experience you want, yes. If
Yeah.
you want to go and you want that lively, live music playing and all that activity and dogs running around and kids playing, like, yeah, Saturday is the day for you. But if you want to
Mhm.
go and actually have a conversation, maybe with the
Mhm.
winemaker or the tasting
Yeah.
room manager and,
Yeah.
actually smell and, actually do like a full tasting, yeah, another day would be best for sure.
Yeah, that's what I do here. We never go on the weekends. It's too crazy. So we'll sneak
Yeah.
away, during the day or a weekday, and you have the run of the place to yourself, which is really nice.
Hmm.
Yes. Hmm.
Wow.
So, Katie, how long have you been in this position at One Hope?
So I've been with One Hope a little over a year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you work in wine before that?
I did not. I've enjoyed
Oh,
wine for
okay.
a long time, but I didn't work in wine. So my background is mostly in sales. So prior
Oh,
to
okay.
coming to One Hope, I worked with the jewelry companies Stella and Dot, if you guys are familiar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Very
sure.
familiar, yes.
Yeah, so I was a medical device sales rep, which I've got a young family. You saw one of my daughters poke her head in to say hello, who I'm going to ask, will you get my computer charger because my battery's dying? Thank you.
Multitasking.
Exactly.
Right.
So I was doing medical device sales, which is very stressful, a lot of hours, travel, time away from the family, and I started doing the jewelry sales just as a fun thing to get some time for myself, like outside of the house, hang out with girls, my girlfriends, have a good time. And I wound up being able to replace my full-time career in medical with doing Stella and Dot. I thought, well, this is amazing. Like, this is what this really is having it all, right? Like, working from home, being with the family, not missing any performances or soccer games or anything like that, but still really being able to contribute to my family. Thanks, baby. And so I love the field of direct sales. I love buying things. There's my daughter. I love supporting other women that are entrepreneurs, and I buy all my makeup from Mary Kay. I get my cookware from Pampered Chef. I just love supporting independent business owners because it's a really powerful thing for women that they can do to help themselves and their families. And so I'm just really passionate about sales, and One Hope really wanted to build out that division. Give this opportunity to women, not only women. That's the cool thing too, is men can get involved with us as well and have their own business. So it was a really unique opportunity, and so I don't fancy myself as a wine expert at all, but I'm learning, willing to learn. I like taking classes and studying and learning, and it's really exciting. And I love being a part of a company that, like, the reason why we were founded, the mission of what we do is giving back to this world that we live in and trying to make the world a better place and do for others maybe that aren't in a position to help themselves the way that we might be. So it's been really great. It's a wonderful company to work with, all very young, passionate people that are very driven. We don't spend our marketing budget is zero. We don't spend any money on advertising. It's all word of mouth, connecting with people like you, because we don't want to waste our money and spend money that people are paying to purchase our product to turn into this marketing machine. We want it to really go back to we run very lean and very mean so that we can give back as much as possible. So.
That's excellent.
All right, I like it.
Awesome.
And my assistant brought me the. Can you see that?
Yes.
Isn't that cute?
Yes. I love it.
I've already tweeted it.
Oh.
Right.
Love it.
Fast.
Oh, wow. That's so nice.
That's excellent.
Very cool.
Well,
all right. Well, this is a great hangout, ladies. Katie, thank you so much for joining us. We were honored to have you on.
Yes.
Thank you, Katie. We appreciate you being here with us.
Hey, if we're about to sign off for the evening, Katie, can you just stay on for a quick second?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. All right, guys. We are signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.